Good evening. Thank you for joining us here in Sarasota, Florida at the Dark Side. I am Paul. This is Eric. Brian is back from vacation.
Hello.
As I destroy our shelf. Rose is on computer.
Hey.
So if this is your first time with us, fill out the form in the link and we'll get you your comics as soon as possible.
Yes.
Which is a flat $10 shipping anywhere in the country.
$9.99. It's a bargain.
All right. Sorry. I've had a very long day. So, Eric.
Yeah.
First off, I did not watch Loki today, so.
Okay, then I won't talk about it. Except that I enjoyed it. That's all I will say. I enjoyed it. Yeah. We have some good books this week.
Casey Phoebe is on.
Hey, Casey.
What's up, girl?
Let's see. If this is your first time here, fill out the form. Did we say that yet?
Said that.
Okay. We got the shipping.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's all the housekeeping.
Okay. Yeah, if I draw blanks or stutter or use words incorrectly,
I'll pick up the
it's been a
slack.
very, very long 24 hours.
Yeah, Paul's tired, so I'll pick up the slack where I can.
All right. Starting off with new issues this week. Probably my current favorite non-horror book right now. The Many Deaths of Layla Starr, issue number 3. I believe it's a 5-issue series from Boom Studios. There's the regular cover. There is the shiny variant. The story is wonderful, and the interior art similar to this, but it's so colorful.
I plan on picking up this
This
trade.
issue in particular,
I'm
it's
very
gorgeous.
I plan on picking up the trade for this when it comes out.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, the story's lovely. Not what I expected at all. Just really great mythology to
Mhm.
it.
And it's Ram V.
Ram V is awesome.
And he's going to be co-writing Venom with Al Ewing, which I'm so excited.
That's going to be cool. Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, number 1. 1 of 8. New title.
Probably my favorite art this week.
It's really good art.
Bilko Zebeli is great.
I really enjoyed the story, although there's the alien girl. I didn't care, like, her speech pattern was like, it's
Annoying.
like very blunt, and like it's hard for me to like read. It's kind of like blunt, but like Old English blunt.
Yeah, this was very, like, it was weird. It was like Supergirl in a sword and sorcery setting.
Yeah, but I really liked the setup. It's her 21st birthday. She goes to a planet with a red sun so that she can get drunk for her 21st birthday.
Hey.
Because she can't get drunk on Earth because of the yellow sun. And then she gets pulled into like a feudal tribal revenge story. It's
Yeah.
really good. I'm looking forward to it. I normally don't read the super books, but that one's really good.
It wasn't my favorite, but I enjoyed it well enough. You know, like I said, the art, I think, is worth the
The
price
art
of
was
admission.
very good. Spoiler, Crypto gets shot with an arrow. It's very sad.
It's a Phoebe family fan.
Oh.
Christian
Both of them?
Hey, Christian.
Hey, Christian. All right, Eric.
Get back to work.
Tell us about Planet-Sized X-Men.
So this was, truthfully, if you only read one Hellfire Gala book, read this one. This is a big one, and it earned its name. It's called Planet Size for a good reason. There's some big stuff coming.
I was honestly disappointed when I pulled it out of the box and it was just a normal size comic.
Yeah, that's fair. The story earns the name, if not the length of the book. But it's good stuff. I found it weird that this was written by Jerry Dugan solely, and that this feels like it is going to connect a lot more to some stuff that Al Ewing is doing with Sword. But I could very well be wrong, and this could be a big deal for X-Men number 1 next month. Either way, I thought it was a great story, and I'm really looking forward to seeing where the hell this is all going.
This is supposed to be the equivalent of Giant Size number 1.
I definitely think that aspect of it is more promotional.
Yeah,
But it's still a fantastic issue.
it's definitely the way they're selling it. So it's like
it is definitely significant, and it is definitely going to impact the X-Men books for years, if not decades, to come.
Interesting.
I will say that the name is a clue to what it's about.
There's a planet involved,
Indeed.
unlike all the other stories that don't take place on Earth.
Yeah.
Next up, Alien number 4. Regular cover, B cover, beautiful xenomorph artwork. The story is just gunning along. I think this issue, like in time length, it's probably only like 15 minutes of story, but it's just go go go.
Interesting.
They're not breaking any new ground as far as Alien stories go, but like it's just good. So
What's wrong with that?
and the artwork is fantastic. If you are a fan of the xenomorph design, the art is amazing. All right, now tell us about the X Corps.
Yeah, X Corp number 2. I definitely liked this issue more than the number 1. This sees Monet and Angel trying to fill out the corporate board of X Corp.
I don't think I know Monet.
She is a character who was introduced in, I want to say, Generation X.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm not as familiar with her either. But it's still good. It's
Who's Bishop's sister?
I don't remember her name.
I thought that was mine.
I don't think they're related, but I could very well be wrong.
Eh.
Because I know because Lucas Bishop's name is Bishop and her last name is Saint Croix. She's Monet
Monet
Saint
St.
Croix. Yeah, but good stuff. Teeny Howard has found a way to make Mastermind interesting, which is like a really hard thing to do in my opinion. He's been part of good stories, but it's never been him as a character that I've been like, this is great. It's been like the aftermath of him existing in the story that I'm like, this is great. And Alberto Fauché's art is good. I feel like they were definitely treading water with the first issue to get to the Hellfire Gala part, because I think this was a much better issue. And I'm looking forward to see where the book goes.
Yeah, sometimes introductions, they don't meet the expectations of the rest of the book.
Definitely.
Next up, we've got Silver Coin number 3, the horror anthology created by Jeff Lemire. This one is Death Rattle by Ed Brisson. Brisson, right?
Yep.
I can never. There's the variant cover. I like the variant better than the regular, but the regular one is really good.
I think it was Michael Walsh, not Jeff Lemire, who created this. He does the art on every issue.
Pretty sure this was a Lemire spearheaded venture. Yeah, it's a good one. If you've been reading it, keep reading it.
Yeah, I didn't get to check this one out, but I'm glad it was still good.
Michael Walsh.
Heroes Reborn, number 7.
Yep.
Almost said 6. This is the last of the Heroes Reborn. The next issue is Heroes Return.
Yep. This was still very good.
It was good.
I still don't know how this book was good. Like,
it defies the logic.
like Jason Aaron has not been on his A game with Avengers, in my personal opinion. And so, I was going into this interested but not expecting a lot. And then this book was just great. And I'm really gonna miss it once it's over.
Yeah, I think that's one of the reasons. I prefer miniseries because you can focus all your storytelling and energy into
I agree.
a thing. So whereas like his Avengers, he's been doing it for 3 years now,
Mhm.
and it's like the expectation of having to keep a story going for issue after issue after issue after issue.
The other thing is that he was trying to play with too many toys too quickly.
What's wrong with that? I like toys. Weapon X and Final Flight, part of the Heroes Reborn universe.
This still didn't manage to top Hyperion and the Imperial Guard, which I think was the best tie-in of the lot.
I didn't read this one, but they are in a flashback in Heroes Reborn number 7, so I got a gist of it.
It was still very good. I really enjoyed it. I like Alpha Flight a lot, and there were some characters when I was surprised to find out who they were, namely Guardian identity surprised me. You know, the actual story was interesting and something different. Like, I could have seen this as like an Alpha Flight the end kind of thing if it wasn't
That's
in its own if it wasn't in a separate continuity. But I really enjoyed it, and this, just like his story in Alpha Flight True North, makes me crave an Ed Brisson Alpha Flight series. Like, he's not my favorite writer, but he does seem to know what he's doing
is that
with
two
Alpha
Brisson
Flight.
books in one shot?
Yeah. He is a Canadian, so
Not sure what that has to do with the shelf.
it has to do with Alpha Flight.
Okay.
That's what I think he's
Not-
as good at.
What I was talking about.
Oh.
Anyway. Let's move on to Keanu Reeves. We've got Berserker number 3. Cover A. Cover C. Shiny. Cover B. Cover D. Shiny. This is just continuing the story. Again, like, if you've been reading it, you're not going to be let down. You get a lot more backstory of his. Technically, he's still like only 3 years old, but he's a grown adult slaughtering villages. It's really good. It's
Yeah.
really good, really good. Yeah, end of story.
Thought it was good. So
Like, you can't really say much because there isn't much. It's just the way it's done is really good.
okay. So it's like fun action, maybe not a ton to it, but what's there is great.
Yeah, and it's when they turn this into a movie for Netflix, it's going to be awesome.
Awesome.
Starring Vin Diesel for some reason.
No, Alex Winter.
Oh. Tony says he likes Garnet okay, but he wishes it was more legible art-wise.
That's fair. That's fair. You want to tell us about that Demon Days over there?
Yeah, this continues to be great fun. This is kind of sort of continuing from Demon Days X-Men.
Mhm.
It's weird, but I really liked it. This is a more modern day story, though still working in the same sort of areas of mythology that the X-Men story was working with. And it focuses on sort of Peach Momoko's version of Mariko Yoshida, who I think the 616 version of her is the woman that almost married Logan, but I sometimes confuse her with a few other characters.
That's fair.
Because
It's not like there aren't enough characters.
yeah, but I really enjoyed this. Momoko does both great art and great like writing, storytelling, and continues to use characters from the regular Marvel universe in different and interesting ways. I liked it quite a bit.
That's cool. Yeah, her artwork is just beautiful. Next up, Milestone returns with Static number 1.
This was my book of the week.
I never read any of the Milestone books. I really like this. The artwork is really good. I'm not a huge fan of digital coloring
Okay.
when it was just very visual. We also have a bunch of these. The Milestone returns one shot that kind of reintroduces the universe.
Yeah,
the
I would
Codeverse.
I would super recommend reading this first because they change elements of Static's origin for this that they only kind of allude to in the number 1.
Yes, the stuff that's in here is not in here, and then the stuff that's in here is also going to be going into the other Milestone return books.
Yes,
like
so-
Icon.
So it's Icon and Rocket,
Icon, you say?
Hardware, and we're getting a Duo book eventually, but we don't know when. Duo being an original character that Greg Pak created. Greg Pak.
I really enjoyed it.
Same.
Like, the family was written really well.
I didn't get a chance to read any books this week. And that was the one that I regretted the most not getting a chance to.
Yeah,
I was
it
so
was
looking
good.
forward to it.
I
Me
only
too, Tony.
I only read the two DC books, the Supergirl and Static, this week. There's only two DCs I read, and I was very pleased with both of them.
Same.
New Mutants,
Yeah. New Mutants was also a good time.
Morgala.
Yeah, Morgala. This one was very. The other two felt like they had more like bigger consequences. This felt much more internal in a good way that I really liked. You see more stuff with like Wolfsbane and trying to figure out like what the deal with her kid is, because he might be dead, he might be alive. It's not really clear.
There's very few options.
And there's something wrong with his Cerebro backups either way.
That's if you haven't been reading any of the X-Men for the past 2 years, that's
a big deal.
Thing. Yeah.
And then the last page was really heartbreaking. Something happened
Good storytelling.
to a character that I really like, and I am looking forward to seeing where this goes and how Vita Ayala is going to make me cry. They are very good at that.
Tony asked, what about the Blood Syndicate? Are they bringing it back? And I think all signs point to yes.
Eventually,
Yeah.
but not right away. It looks like they're just doing the 3 sort of iconic characters to start, and then introducing a new character and then going from there.
I just don't see how they wouldn't,
Yeah.
based on the environment that we're in today.
Yeah, I just don't see it happening right away, is what I'm saying.
And then Andrew wants to know, are we excited about Gala?
He is.
Yeah, the Hellfire Gala is great.
That's all.
Yeah.
He just got here, so he's catching up a little
Gotcha.
bit.
Yeah.
I'll be excited when I get to it in trade form. The last of the books that we actually read this week, Black Friday, number 3, last issue of the series. I have enjoyed this so much. It's really fun dialogue, really unique, grotesque art. It's like, this should be like an episode of Creepshow. It's just fast-paced and fun. That's issue number 3. We happen to just get back in, I'm not even 100% sure where it came from, but the web exclusive number 1. This is the only number 1 we have left. We've got a handful of number 2s left. So, a lot of fun, fast-paced, gore-soaked horror. It's fun.
You have been watching Creepshow, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's overall, it's been amazing. Lastly, we didn't read this. I know I didn't anyway.
I didn't.
Venom number 200 / Venom number 35. The end of an era. Donny Cates and Ryan Stegman leaving the book, going on to new things. Donny Cates, writer of the year. We've got a few covers there. There's the Gleason cover, the webhead. I know a lot of people have been saying that that spider in the eye is making them think that it's Bishop. But really cool, intricate line work.
I think I would have gone for Cable, but fair.
It's actually a sister moment.
There's the Jacques cover. Really, really cool. I think Jacques really pulls off a Sienkiewicz style.
Yeah. I think I still have the like iconic Detective Comics cover he did somewhere.
My favorite of the variant covers from Bianchi. That's just beautiful.
Yeah, I agree. It's gorgeous. I just think the funny thing with the end of this era is that Donny Cates and Al Ewing are just going tradesy.
Yeah.
Because Al Ewing and Ram V are going to Venom, and Donny Cates is just going to Hulk.
That's great. I mean, 2 of the best writers at Marvel right now.
And one of the best at DC.
Yeah. All right. Well, those are our new books this week. Shall we move on to some back issues?
We can do that.
All right.
And
Indeed.
yet again, we have kind of a new setup.
Kind of.
Always seeking to improve.
Our shelves have been expanding.
Yeah, for today and today only, we aren't gonna have the numbers and letters
Yes.
just because we didn't have enough this week since we traded to a new setup. But we will have them hopefully for Saturday, but if not, for next Wednesday.
All right. This is really going to challenge me when my back hurts.
Same.
All right, we've got a double feature here. Punisher meets Archie, Archie meets Punisher. Everybody's favorite, right, Rose?
Yeah.
They're both in excellent shape. This one's only $1 more because it's got a die-cut cover. Good times. This is legitimately Rose's favorite comic book of all time.
It's true.
It
It's
is.
true.
And it is the same book inside.
I love it.
Let's see. We've got Superman number 139. Mm-hmm. I'm glad you like that.
I did not look at the books before the show.
We got that at $33. I think that was some of these books this week are our guy Brian, not owner Brian, but Brian, our comic guy. He graded and he didn't put the grades on.
Oh, man. We'll have him flogged.
No.
Say it's a 9.
It's a 12. There's another one from that batch, Superman 134. Also at $33.
Doing Jason Voorhees.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh no. Just needs a sleeping bag.
Superman 132 at $30.
If Krypton had, I think that's a cool concept for a book. You know, what if Superman had been on Krypton still and it didn't blow up? How different would he be?
He'd be delivering Kryptonian pizza.
Yes. There'd be nothing special about him.
He'd be hanging out with that punk
Superman
Devon.
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 Told you that's the name of my new band. Kryptonian. This is issue 130 at $30.
Sorry, there's guy yelling,
Uh-huh.
rifle, close range rifle,
Uh-huh.
close range bazooka, and
He's
is
just
that
holding a rocket.
yeah, just
Yeah.
looks like a torpedo.
You know, they got him out of his bath time. He's playing with his little submersible.
Maybe it's like a Molotov, but instead of being a glass bottle, it's made to look like a rocket.
That's your tax money at work.
Yeah.
Tales to Astonish, number 83. This one is graded out of 4 for $12. I can't help but think that both of those people are going to be squished to death.
Yeah.
It's probably Thunderbolt and Rick Jones.
Less than monster.
Yeah, I would say.
More than man.
Tales to Astonish, number 70. This is out of 4 for $40. Pretty much anything with Namor is going up in value. This is also the first appearance of King Neptune.
Nice. God, I don't know why, but just Namor in prison is just a funny image.
And you can bend those bars.
It sounds like he would just be shouting Imperious Rex every 30 seconds at his jailers.
We should really have diplomatic immunity.
He should.
It depends on if the United States actually recognizes Atlantis as a country.
Yes.
Submariner 14. This is the first Silver Age appearance of Toro.
Nice.
It's also the death of Toro.
Oh, poor kid.
Well,
That's it. We got that out of 7 for 45.
They
Again.
brought Toro back. Has he ever been retconned back into
I think he's only been back in like flashback stories. I could be mistaken, but I don't think he's like been alive again in modern continuity.
And again, everything Namor is going up in price because everybody is dead set that he is going to be in Black Panther 2.
I'd believe it.
Last week we had the issue after this, 305, which was the second appearance of the Hulkbuster suit. And guess what this is?
The first?
The first appearance of the Hulkbuster. Got it graded at an 8 for $20. And of course, that is not Thor.
It's Thunderstrike.
It's Thunderstruck.
Everyone's favorite 90s character that everybody promptly forgot about.
Yes. I do like that his hammer is different.
Yeah. And it's also like he just shares a name with his hammer. They're both called Thunderstrike.
Daredevil number 155. Got a 7 for $12.
I just love the classic Black Widow costume. She just looks like
Yeah.
such a fancy town.
It's just the Avengers bullying Daredevil.
And we've got Daredevil 119.
Who is that he's fighting?
Crusher?
It's the Crusher.
Ah. Chaos is the Crusher.
That's at a 7 for $14. All right, let's see if I can reach these down here.
Let's hope.
You can do it.
If not, Brian has to do it.
I'm not even in the show.
Daredevil 146
Inspired me.
out of 7 for $18.
Just glad I was allowed back on the set. You guys cleared it off for security.
What security? Are you talking about like Aaron?
No.
Oh, okay, Rose.
I wear many hats.
We've got a shiny cover.
Chromium Age.
Witchblade and Tomb Raider 1/2 through Wizard Magazine. This is a Dynamic Forces release, actually. Number 1602. Still sealed. Has the certificate. It's $25.
Did we say who it was signed by?
I don't think it is signed.
Oh, okay. I'm just used to Dynamic Forces.
Usually there's a signature. It's just like a limited edition or
Yeah.
something.
I suppose.
Weird.
Let's get back to the ocean. We've got Aquaman number 25. Out of 6 for $25. Brian was just talking about this earlier today. There's a new Batmobile.
Hey,
Which Batmobile did you ride in?
The 66 TV show.
66 TV show.
That's fun.
is that the one that had like, so there's like labels for everything?
That was awesome.
This
I wasn't allowed to touch any buttons.
Oh,
I've got this graded
You
at
got
a
ejected.
3. The cover, the spine is pretty rough. I'm worried that the cover may come off if you take it out of the bag.
So don't do that.
Don't do it. Same with this one. Worse with this one. I've got this at a 2. Second appearance of Mr. Freeze.
oh, nice.
This is barely hanging on to the top staple. Being that it is the second Mr. Freeze, it is $20.
That was his original outfit.
Yeah.
Oh, he looked like an undersea welder.
What was his original name? I forget what his original name was.
I don't
It wasn't
remember.
Mr. Freeze, it was something even worse.
Chill out.
And this is the biggest oddity that I pulled for you today. This is a fanzine called Gene and Scott, Volume 1. This is more of a cartoony relationship story of not Jean Grey and not
Jean-
Scott
Not Scott Summers.
Summers. I just want to say Scott Cyclops. Clearly not cleared by copyright, but these definitely made the rounds 10, 15 years ago.
Okay.
I forget when it was. But I mean, this is in excellent shape for being a fanzine that you'd pick up at a convention by like an independent artist. What's his name? Max Wittert. $60. If this were to be officially graded, it's easily a 9. but I don't know if CGC grades fanzines.
Probably not.
It's really cool. It's rare to come across something like this in such good condition.
It is very cool.
All right. So,
Kind of sped through those. So we're just gonna
yeah.
leave it up.
Well, it usually slows down when people are talking.
This is true. I had a long day too.
Having a conversation.
I had a long day too.
Slow it down.
How's
That's
everybody?
okay.
How's everybody in chat doing? You all
If
having a
we-
good day?
Do speed through it. We have lots of books.
Yeah.
Did you get to any of the Supermans that we bought today? DC stuff.
Well,
Yes. There's a couple of them in here somewhere. I forget where. I forget which ones.
Yeah, we bought a pretty sizable Silver Age.
I mean, 3 hours ago was a long time today.
That was- I've got a guy coming in with more Superman stuff, hopefully the next week or so. But he was describing to me that it's like a 2-record set. Like a new Superman story.
Oh, that's very cool.
So he's bringing in a bunch of Superman stuff. So we may have even more Superman stuff. So.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm trying to read more Superman. Like I'm considering like getting the DC Universe Infinite and reading just the entire Triangle era, which is the 90s stuff when it was like 4 books, and it's called the Triangle era because all of the covers had a little triangle that had the year and the number, so you know which issue to read in sequence.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
It was
it's
Man
cool.
of Steel, Superman.
Adventures of Superman and Action Comics, which is then when you had the reign of the Superman. Each one followed a different.
In which we have the 4 set autographed by the
Yeah.
different artists,
mhm.
which we still have. If anybody's interested.
I was thinking about it, but 90 is it's still steep.
Shall we see what Eric's got over there?
We can do that, absolutely.
Alrighty, first up we got Captain Marvel number 10 at a 5 for $10. I love this cover. It's good. I'm curious, like now I want to know what's up with this dude who's just like not really fully corporeal apparently. He's just like a blur of color.
You bring it closer?
I read that as the light from his weapon is like it's distorting the light.
That makes
You know.
sense.
You know what I mean.
I do.
He's firing in our general direction.
It's a really awesome cover, and also it has the caption of "Die, traitor," which is rude. Don't killing people is not nice. Next up, we have World's Finest number 190 at a 6 for $12, featuring the fantastic Superman transplants. I wonder what that means. Like, I assume it's these 3. Are they like Kryptonians? Oh, I see. These are people who got like transplanted his body parts. That's so strange, and not how science would
That's
work.
very strange.
Like Kryptonian anatomy would probably be incompatible with human, at least on a transplant level. You know, maybe DNA wise, but
Not in the 60s, man.
that's true.
I mean, Superman was just half dolphin.
Oh,
He won.
I already had forgotten, and now I'm upset that you made me remember. Next up, we have World's Finest number 143, featuring an amazing adventure in Kandor, the feud between Batman and Superman. I feel like these books needed to find another plot device that wasn't just Batman and Superman fighting each other.
Well, now we know where Zack Snyder gets his ideas.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Come on, Superman. Show Batman you can lick him even without your superpowers. Batman, you're Superman's equal now. Stun him with your energy sword and make him apologize.
Tony's taking X-Men 212 and 13.
Tony, wait, just chill.
No.
I'm required to bully Tony every time he does it. I'm not going to stop him from doing it. I'm just going to yell at him. next time we got, and I will only do it to specifically him. Next up, we have Superboy 144 out of 4 for $10. Time for the old switcheroo. So great Krypton. This isn't my Superboy costume. Your costume, Clark? Don't con me. I'm the one and only Superboy. Featuring Superboy's Stolen Identity. By this jerk, who I'm not sure who that is.
Rest assured, he's a jerk.
Yeah, just like Professor Xavier. Next up, we have Superboy number 151. Oh no, he killed Lana Lang. What the heck? That's rude. DOA in cold blood.
She's fine.
We have this one to buy for $12.
She's fine. She's got Kryptonian body parts.
It's still rude.
They'll just turn her into a dolphin and she'll be fine.
Though I still hold that every Superboy is a jerk because they're all mean. Although I like Connor. Connor's cool.
Did you see that new thing about the claim that Subway tuna isn't tuna?
No.
Yet.
What is it?
Various other meats,
Kryptonian
Is it-
organs.
Is it still fish?
likely.
Hmm.
All right, next up we have no. Just I was just bullying.
No, you're
him.
not, Tony.
I was just bullying you. It's fine. Next up we have Superboy 143 and 3 for $6. It's down, down and away for Superboy in the big ball.
Fall, maybe.
Oh, big fall. You're right.
Rose, way to be on the ball.
Ugh.
Next up, we have Justice League 35, so fairly early in the run. At a 3 for $12. A Superstar Spectacular. Battle against the bodiless uniforms. Which, this is just a bunch of like, we have like the Pied Piper, we have, I think that's Dr. Polaris, and Killer Moth. We have their costumes, but not actual people in them.
Yeah, that's
cool.
it
I
is
love it.
cool. I like it when costumes come to life.
Same. There was an entire Flash story arc about that, written by Mark Miller and Grant Morrison.
Just Millar.
Yeah, that guy. Next up, we have Justice League of America, number 53. At a 5 for $17. Having their super weapons stolen was bad enough, but being attacked by them was sheer disaster. Next up, we got Superman number 218 at a 4 for $12, featuring Superman's secret past and a certificate of marriage and a kid. It feels like this was the plot like every third issue back in the day. Am I wrong that it feels like something along these lines is happening like frequently back then?
You are not wrong.
Yeah, it was 60s were all like Superman and his domestic troubles.
Yeah. Which is it's just bizarre, but
Like,
there are worse.
it was early postmodernism. Superman versus self
Right,
and his own
right.
issues. Sure. It's actually deeper than you think.
Next up, we got Superman number 214 at a 5 for $15, featuring the ghost that haunted Superman. It's his most powerful enemies, Metallo and Zavam. They've returned from the grave to get him, and no one but him can see them.
Who is Zavam?
I haven't the faintest. Apparently, one of his most powerful enemies.
Hmm.
And most memorable. We should do a thing.
I'm guessing he's like one of Zod's stooges because he has a Kryptonian sounding name.
I mean, he does sound Kryptonian.
Next up, we've got Destroyer Duck Special Lawsuit Benefit Edition
Yes, good stuff.
by Steve Gerber and Jack Kirby at an 8 for $13. This is a fun one, an interesting one. This was Steve Gerber being angry at Marvel and writing a story that basically decided that every Howard the Duck story after his wasn't canon.
Mm-hmm. It's very cool. I mean, it sucks that he had to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't have to, but it sucks that they treated him so poorly that he felt it necessary.
Yeah. And then, like, 20 years later, he wrote another Howard the Duck story for Marvel.
Yeah.
When he did the Howard the Duck Max.
Yeah. I have the first issue of that, and I don't think I've ever read it.
I think Christian found an issue of it. I don't know which one. Like a week ago. Next up, we have Uncanny X-Men number 128 at a 6 for $15. The Day Reality Went Wild. And the last issue before the Dark Phoenix saga. Fun stuff. I'm not super familiar with this issue, but I love the cover. Like the building's kind of warping. It honestly looks like something out of Dave Thorpe and then Alan Moore's Captain Britain run, like something with like the Jasper's warp. But it's got Polaris, so I like it because Polaris is great.
Yep, I like Polaris too because I like green hair.
Fair. Green hair is good. Next up, we have Uncanny X-Men number 210 at a 7 for $10. This is the first cameo appearance of the Marauders and the start of the Mutant Massacre from the Uncanny X-Men side.
Great story arc.
Yeah, very sad, as the title implies. Come on, mess with us. Make our day. This is also, I believe, the first time that Colossus does a murder. Not in this issue necessarily, but this story arc.
He does a murder.
It does a murder.
Yeah, he kills one of the Marauders. Next up, we have 2 copies of Uncanny X-Men 211, which this is a great cover. We have one at a 9 for $20 and one at a 7 for $13. I love these frame covers. I think they're super cool.
Wolverine doing his best Jim Kirk.
Yep. Khan, you bloodsucker! Is something I can see him saying in this panel, but maybe not about Khan.
Sure.
Next up, we have Uncanny X-Men 221 at a 7 for $55, and this is the first full appearance of Nathaniel Essex, aka Mr. Sinister. And also just a great cover with Havoc unleashing his full nonsense on Wolverine.
It is a great cover.
I think Mr. Sinister's my favorite ex-villain. He's just so weird.
He's definitely one of my favorites too. He's great.
Being somebody who doesn't read a lot of X-Men books, I'm more familiar with him from the animated series.
Okay.
And even that, like, I don't remember him much. I remember him being weird, and he's got a diamond in his head for some reason.
Yeah.
He has the superpower of whatever the writers want his powers to be.
Yeah.
And then make it sexy.
He was created by Apocalypse, wasn't he? To, like,
Right.
Yeah.
foster the mutant.
But that was like a decade after.
He was a Victorian geneticist.
Yes.
Before geneticists existed.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's really weird because, like, none of that was even implied when Claremont was writing the character. And then Scott Lobdell and Peter Milligan. I think it actually would have just been Peter Milligan for that particular miniseries. It was just like, this is the thing. This is it. Because Claremont has heard some of like Sinister's later backstory, and he's like, "What? Okay." And lastly, for this X-Men run, we have Uncanny X-Men 222, and an 8 for $20, with Logan looking like he's gonna kill Sabretooth.
Speaking of Logan and Sabretooth.
Yeah. Next up, we have Wolverine number 8 at a 9 for $35, with a John Buscema cover and a Liefeld back cover. You know, Grey Hulk and Logan just hanging out here. I think this is a fun cover. Very good time.
Yeah, I don't think that's Logan.
Oh, it's Patch.
Totally
It's Patch.
Totally
Okay. Sorry. And then we have Wolverine number 10 at a 9 for 30, featuring the first Silver Fox and the first appearance of of Sabretooth in Wolverine.
John Idson's here. He'd like Wolverine number 8, please.
Hey, John.
And Tony's going to take Wolverine 10. Wolverine.
Go ahead, we're doing those.
Yeah, next up we got a fun set. We've got
These are two from the batch that we bought today.
Yes, we have Green Lantern Green Arrow number 85 at a 2 for $30. This book is in super rough shape. It's got water damage, which is the bulk of the damage here. But
That's a classic issue.
yeah, it's a classic
Great
cover, classic issue, and pretty cheap.
Yeah, I
that
think
cover doesn't have any of the gloss left on it.
I do think if you were just if you wanted to frame it,
Yeah,
it would work
for that.
super well.
It's actually in good shape. Like,
Yeah,
and it's not falling apart.
the
it's
pages
just
are
like
firmly attached. Yeah,
It's just
It's
super
just-
water. Yeah,
I'm not
And-
sure. Can you fix water damaged comics?
You can press it, but that one doesn't have any of the gloss left on the cover, so I'm not sure that it would grade.
Right. Gotcha.
and then we've got
Here you go.
Green Lantern
You can
Green
show
Arrow.
Yeah.
Then we've got Green Lantern Green Arrow number 86 at a 6 for $30, which is the second half of this part of the story. More deadly than the atom bomb.
Good.
And this won an Academy Award, apparently.
I love that they hold that up to the camera. Look at that syringe closer, so everybody can see that syringe. That is not the kind of syringe a junkie uses.
Correct.
That is like
Penicillin.
medical,
Yeah.
and not even like regular hospital medical. That's like fancy medical.
Well, you know.
Which one's 86?
The one in my hand.
The one in your hand?
Andrew wants to.
Yeah. But John wanted that at full price. So, this one's going to John.
Next up,
Pull that back a little.
we have Adventure Comics number 373 at a 6 for 15. If no one else takes this, I'm gonna. This is the first appearance of the Tornado Twins. The kids of Barry Allen and Iris West.
I'd never heard of them until today.
And the parents of Excess and Impulse, respectively.
He's stressed.
Not with each other, obviously, but
Fascinating.
because Dawn is Impulse's father, and then Dawn is Excess's dad, or Excess's mom. Brain is a little frazzled today.
All right.
So, let you guys soak those in for a minute.
So they're speedsters, the Tornado Twins, or they?
Some, their powers are sometimes kind of inconsistent, whether they are speedsters or have other powers from the Speed Force. But usually they're speedsters.
So no relation to Red Tornado,
Correct.
who's a robot
They're called the Tornado Twins because as children they were like,
running around.
yeah,
Or rambunctious?
yes. I think the line is somewhere that like they would run through the house like a tornado hit it.
Okay.
One of these days, I'm gonna pick up one of those destroyer ducks.
It's cool.
And, in the back of each issue of the destroyer duck, there's 2 or 3 page comic from other artists.
Nice.
Geo
I know.
85, please.
I know Sergio Aragonis did one.
Oh, that's
that
fun.
was. I think that was like the first published Guru. I think.
It's in the back of the.
Yeah, Destroy Your Duck. Yeah, I forget how many issues Destroyer was. Like 5, maybe 4 or 5.
Through the Wanderer. Is it Gru the Brother? I can't remember.
He was Guru the Wanderer. Then he was Guru other things.
Yeah, I still want to read the Sergio Aragonis Destroys Star Wars comic, which I've heard is a good time.
Sounds like a good time. All right. Well, let's take a look over here.
Okay, let's.
Starting off, I've got a 4-issue story arc here for Thor. It's kind of fun because 2 of the issues are not key and 2 of them are. So we've got issue 242 out of 6 for $5. And then in 243, we get the first appearance of the Time Twisters,
Don't worry, me.
which are, they're impure versions of the Timekeepers, which we are all enjoying in Loki.
Indeed.
So that's pretty key there. That's $10, graded out of 6. And then we've got 244 out of 6 for $5. Good cover. And then we've got issue 245 for $15. The first appearance of He Who Remains, the creator of the Timekeepers.
Huh. I didn't realize they had a creator. That's neat.
Yes, he is the one who remained at the end of the universe, kind of like what was Galactus's name?
Galen.
Yeah, kind of like that, except he created Timekeepers instead of.
Eating planets.
Will he appear in Loki?
Who knows?
He who remains to be seen.
But
But yeah, this makes up the story arc. So if you wanted to get all 4 and read them, there you go. I'm sure we could knock a couple bucks off if you get all of them. But next up, we've got Thor 132. It's graded out of 5, but it is $50 because it is the first cameo appearance of Ego, the living planet.
that's very cool.
A planet.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Played by Kurt Russell, Snake Plissken himself.
I wonder if that was tied to the X-Men.
Hmm.
Kurt Russell. X-Men.
Wasn't there a big egos, or was that there was an OS story recently?
Yeah, that sounds
Did
right.
he get married? Did Oa get married recently?
Oh wait, do you mean Mogo?
No.
Logo of the planet from the Green Lantern.
I don't remember.
The planet that's a Green
Mogo's the
Lantern?
lantern. Oa is where lanterns are from.
Thank you. Yes.
Okay.
I found this today and I was pretty excited.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Icon #1 with the Dakota verse coming back as of today. Still sealed, still polybagged. Still got the card in there. Don't know what the card is. Can't see it.
Pacifier pattern.
Yes. Yes, it is. $20. As far as I can tell from peering at it through the poly bag, it looks like it's in great shape. And with them making a Black Superman movie, I don't see how Icon won't go up in price.
Fair.
All right.
And that Action Comics that President Superman showed in from the New 52 is already up at like $60.
So is Henry Cavill not Superman anymore?
I guess not.
I don't think they've made that decision yet. No, like the one movie has nothing to do with the other movies. So
Gotcha.
Ashby's here.
Ashby.
Hi, bud.
This is improperly priced, but I'll still offer it. We've got Wolverine overall in a great condition, except for this little chunk missing from the side. I'm very upset about that. $30.
Classic issue.
Rose has got it. New for you.
What's it graded?
I would knock it down to a 6 because of that. Other than that, it's in really good shape. Not sure how that got missed, but these things happen.
Nobody's perfect.
All right, let's.
Can you bring that up close again?
There's the.
Oh, looks like John wants to take it.
Okay. You can have it.
Thank you, John.
Thanks, John.
You know, before we get to G.I. Joe, we're going to replace that with another one that we picked up today. Amazing Spider-Man number 102, the second appearance of Mobius.
Ooh.
Morbius. Not Mobius.
Not the artist.
Not
The vampire, not the artist.
right. Not the artist and not what's his face from the Loki show.
Mobius P. Mobius.
Is that the first appearance of Spider-Man's other 4 arms?
I wish.
Hate them.
I just want them to do that in one of the movies just for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Where he's just like he was poisoned with something and he mutates
Fever
rapidly.
dreams.
I would dig it as a sight gag. I don't even. I think 5 minutes even would be too long. I think it would be good for like a
I mean,
minute.
I would want a whole movie, but
If Peter
I would
Parker
settle.
was like walking through a Halloween party and like somebody was dressed as Spider-Man with a bunch of legs and stuff.
Yeah.
It's rated at a 6 for $45.
Tom Holland did his like surprised look, like what?
All right, now we're going to move on to some G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe.
Got number 2 for $10. First appearance of Quinn.
Number 3 is the last appearance of Quinn.
Is it?
Is this like a character who dies real quick?
He was a great character and he was there for like 2 issues.
Fun.
I don't know why, but I rewatched the first movie a couple days ago.
Yeah, that
G.I.
is a
Joe.
lie.
Yeah.
The animated movie from the 90s was great. But they turned into like 5 episodes.
Yeah, I saw that, but I don't remember anything about it.
All right, there's G.I. Joe number 6.
You're talking about the Bruce Willis movie?
Graded at a 6 for $8. First appearance of the
G.I.
October
Joe.
Guard.
Bruce Willis.
He was in the second one.
He was in the second.
Yeah. First one was Channing Tatum and Brendan Fraser briefly.
Fraser.
Fraser.
Brendan French fries.
And Marlon Wayans. Yeah.
Hey,
And I
Brendan
forgot
Fraser.
Joseph
The
Gordon
guys had
Levitt
enough.
as Cobra Commander. I
Oh.
totally
Listen,
forgot
he was the
about
worst
I
part of the
forgot about that
Inkheart
too.
movie.
Yeah.
Who was the
Christopher
commander?
Joseph
Joseph
Gordon-Levitt.
Gordon-Levitt.
Oh yeah.
Christopher Eccleston as
Yeah.
Destro.
I remember being so mad because that was right after Doctor Who. It was like, Christopher Eccleston. Oh my god, this movie's terrible. G.I. Joe number 10.
I could just see you going like Christopher Eccleston, Christopher Eccleston.
Just like that too, with the fingertips tapping together. That one's graded at an 8 for $10. First appearance of Dr. Venom.
Ooh.
See, Dr. Venom is going to be the next Venom host. You know, just
It is
any
Marvel.
doctor. Yeah.
No, it's Hasbro.
All right. Last G.I. Joe of the day, number 32. This is a lot of firsts. Got this graded at a 7 for 25. First Lady J,
Nice.
played by Samara Weaving. I believe that's right.
Maybe.
First Blowtorch. First Ripcord.
Nice. Pumping out the toys.
I think there were more firsts, but those are the only names that I recognize.
A bunch of characters who sound like they should be 90s image characters.
Zartan and the Dreadnoks on the cover there. Pretty awesome.
We got some Web of Spider-Man number 118. First Scarlet Spider.
which is super cool.
Got that at an 8. It's in really good condition for $70.
Ben
Can I have
Riley.
that ASM 102, please?
Ben Riley. Is he still alive? Like, is he still around?
I don't know.
Because I know that Scarlet Spider was like off in Kentucky or something, like saving people.
Last I heard, he was alive. Because he was the Jackal for a little while.
Oh, was he?
Ciao.
Yeah, Dan Slott wrote a really bad story called The Clone Conspiracy. It was like extra bad, and
Featured it.
Replace that with Doctor Strange number 2 at an 8 for $45.
So the Doctor Strange movie is now called The Death of Doctor Strange? Is that what I'm...
no, the comic is,
Oh, the comics.
and we're gonna have a new Sorcerer Supreme, and the guesses are everywhere from like magic to Scarlet Witch to just some out there ones.
Billy Kaplan.
That I'd love it if it was Billy Kaplan. I love him. He's great.
Billy Kaplan.
He's Wiccan.
Oh.
Suppose nobody likes Brother Voodoo anymore.
I'd be cool with Brother Voodoo. Jericho Drum is a cool dude.
Got a couple gold keys, which I like to feature when I've got them either in good condition or they're cool. We've got G8 and his Battle Aces, rated at a 7 for $18. Easily one of the best conditions I've seen a gold key book, because they do not age well.
Ashby says it's going to be Dr. Ludo. Does not provide a source.
That's his guess.
He's just clairvoyant.
Um,
What about Dr. Druid?
Dr. Druid, I could also see.
That'd be
We got
fun.
Beep Beep the Road Runner.
Props.
This is issue number 2, rated at a 4 for $8.
Beep beep. Though I would prefer to see it be his. I'd prefer to see it be his son, who's just something else Druid. I don't remember what his first
What
name
about-
is.
What about
Secret
Blow
Wars.
Druid? They haven't used him in a long time.
That would be cool.
Okay.
There's a lot of Marvel Magic characters who I think it would be cool to see.
Bonanza number 1. This is beat up. This is down to a 2 for $15. But it is Bonanza number 1, one of the most watched TV shows of the 60s.
It's got Paw on it.
Uh-huh.
What was it like watching it live?
I never watched it. I hated cover shows. Straight.
I think that was an age joke.
She was calling you
There was
old.
better stuff on,
Brian, stop crying.
House of Mystery number 200.
I'd
With
like to point out again that
Amazing
I have
cover.
a 66 Batman.
dogs barking at the moon. That moon is full of ghouls.
It's ghouly.
That's at a 6
I
for
like that
$20.
moon.
It's
That's a
a
cool
great
moon.
moon. If you can actually see the faces, these are really great.
Yeah. Good demon faces or
We
imp. Or...
featured one of these like months ago, early on, and it had something like that with the faces. And then, I don't know if you sold it, but like I never saw it again. And
I think I'm gonna curate some like haunted moon covers for Halloween.
Yeah, hell yeah, we're gonna do a haunted show. You guys will have to dress in costume.
Hawk and Dove number 2, making this the 3rd appearance of Hawk and Dove.
Sweet. And this is still Hank and Don.
Yes, this is the original. The original.
Hawk and Dove were Hank and Don.
And then it's Holly and Dawn are the second Hawk and Dove.
That's graded at a 6 for $18. It's in really good shape for a book of that era.
Though I think that Hank, when it's Hank and Dawn, I think that's the best version of Hawk and Dove.
Another character that is just going up in price. We've got Spectacular Spider-Man featuring Kraven the Hunter.
Kraven.
This is in excellent shape. I got it at a 9 for $30.
Who's gonna play him again?
Quicksilver.
Oh yeah.
Which is
Aaron
Kick-ass.
Taylor Johnson.
Kick-ass.
which is weird but exciting.
Guy who parachuted onto Godzilla.
Also Omen.
The Omen, yeah. Then they got the 6s in there.
Except the length of that sign, it probably is women. I mean,
They're fighting above a restroom.
yeah. Look at it. It can easily fit another letter.
Yeah, you're right.
It's an old school marquee. Does have this says
Wasn't
Gregory
it
Peck.
the Omen? Maybe
It was the Omen,
See, no,
but they put this is back when they put the Gregory Peck in the Omen.
no, they're fighting in front of a large outdoor restroom.
This is gonna sound weird, but The Omen is my favorite Thanksgiving movie. Simply
Well, I guess-
because they used to play it on Turner Classic Movies all the time in November.
I
Did you
guess
watch the Omen TV show?
No, I tried.
since that's like Times Square, that could easily be like a shop that sells women's clothing or something. I don't know.
I don't know.
Ashby, we haven't yet, so we're not talking about it. So
What is-
shush,
What is he talking about?
Loki. Just yelling at our viewers.
As you are wont to do.
Tony believes that Aaron Taylor Johnson is a great actor because of his accent work.
I think he's a very good actor.
Did you think his Quicksilver accent was anything?
I don't know what the proper accent would be, so I can't say. For a
Louds.
fictitious country, I don't know what their accent is.
Hmm.
I don't know. I think he's too many characters now.
He is. He's getting there. He's turning into Ryan Reynolds.
Well, Ryan Reynolds was just two characters.
And Detective Pikachu.
Ryan Reynolds was
His most important
Blade
role.
Trinity,
Oh yeah. Green Lantern.
Green Lantern,
Beautiful
Deadpool.
King.
Well, Chris Evans was Johnny Storm
Uh-huh.
and Captain America, and he was
And Scott Pilgrim.
yeah, and he was also in what was the train movie? Where they're
Snowpiercer.
Snowpiercer.
That's a comic book.
Yeah.
It's not in any.
The Losers.
And he was in Knives Out, which specifically used the fact that he was Captain America as a weapon against the audience's expectations.
Which one?
Knives Out?
Oh, Knives Out. I haven't seen.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Is it?
Thumbs up.
Isn't that guy Ryan?
Rian Johnson. Yes, your favorite Star Wars director.
Wars?
We are not having that discussion, and no, do not in chat. That is not what the show is for.
I'm not even at a computer.
I don't mean you. I mean,
Why?
Oh, you're talking.
Why? You're not going to see it. I wouldn't see it.
I will because the monitor's right there.
Well, we don't have to have a discussion. I can just rant. It'll be like a one-way.
I will walk out. I am tired of that conversation.
Again, it won't be a conversation. It would just be like a one-way.
I legitimately considered getting rid of every piece of Star Wars merchandise I own because of the fan base's reaction to that movie. And that's all I will say about that.
This is
So
my
you're
time,
upset about the overreaction?
Yes.
though. Be sure to mention to our audience that we buy toys.
We do. We buy toys.
Icon, please.
There goes Icon. You have to let us know what the trading card is. Which,
Oh,
when
you
does
want to know?
when does do you know when Icon and Rocket #1 comes
Next
out?
month.
Next month. Okay.
Yeah, it's Static, Icon, and Rocket hardware, and then we don't have any of the other books announced.
I like Icon. It's a good character.
And we are supposedly also going to be getting from Reginald Hudlin a Static graphic novel, but there's no date on that.
And Static is the same guy that's the CW show, right? Or is that Static Shock? Or is that
CW shows Black Lightning,
No, I thought Static.
Static Shock was a cartoon way back when,
and he was in Young Justice as well.
and getting a movie in production as we speak.
Who's playing?
Unannounced yet, but rumors are that it's the kid from Stranger Things. So, I like that kid.
He's probably not a kid anymore.
He's like late teenager, early adult.
Are this the 2 Daredevils we have? Or
There's
I
a one
can't-
down here.
Can you grab them and show them in front of the camera? For Ashby, who ran the late.
Oh, man, there's a Mark Millar story I want you to read.
155.
Awesome Black Widow kick.
Yes.
We've got 119.
Awesome haircut.
And we got 146. Awesome bullseye.
Yeah. Those are daredevils, actually.
What time is it?
8:15.
It popped in his last one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you may be looking at it and saying, hey, Secret Wars. There are a couple of them up here that are worth something. Some of them are not, but we've got the entire series.
Correct.
So if you wanted the entire series, you could pick it up. Or if you just want the key issues, we've got those. However, the keyest of key issues is in absolutely terrible condition. But we still have it at $30 because of the issue that it is. You can see right up there, that's ripped. There's, I think it's paint got spilt on here. There's gunk on it. It's just in the worst shape. But it's still $30. So if you just need that as a filler, or if you need a reader copy, there you go.
Yeah, it's still a classic issue, regardless of the fact that it's in bad shape.
But we will go in order. Otherwise, we've got
No, please.
issue number 1. We've got this one at a 9 for $25. Then we've got another one at 8 for $20. Both really good shape.
Indeed.
Issue 2, not a key. Got that for $8 or $6. And now, the hottest key of the series right now, issue number 3. First appearance of Titania,
Indeed.
showing up in She-Hulk,
Is
played
it-
by Jamila Jamil.
So was that officially confirmed?
Oh, no. No, Tony. That's a no, Tony. John's going to take the first, the better one.
Okay.
Tony claimed 3 and then changed his mind.
Okay. Yes, it is official that Jamila Jamil,
Okay.
if I'm saying those right.
Yeah, I thought that
She's
was
awesome.
Just, okay. I thought that was just reported, but not confirmed by Disney.
Then we've got issue number 4, another not key, but I love this cover. This is probably my favorite cover of all of the series. We've got the mountain crushing everyone in the Hulk,
Yeah, it's a great cover.
holding them up,
What a great
holding it up.
story part too. Like,
Yeah.
Reed Richards is making the Hulk mad so that he
$7.
continues to hold up the mountain.
Another not key, issue number 5 at $8.
Once again, another good cover. This is a good, like, just everybody's on it cover.
All these are Zek covers, aren't they?
I believe so. I think so. And again, if you want to get the whole series, we can cut you a deal. But we do only have one copy of the number 3. So
Number 4, please.
okay then.
My personal favorite cover is number 10. It's just
Yeah.
the best representation of Doom.
Issue number 6.
Pretty good.
This is the death of Wasp and the first cameo of the second Spider-Woman. So a small key, $7.
Julia Carpenter, I want to say.
6.
I did not write her name down.
Okay.
6. There we go. On to number 7. A little bigger of a key. First full appearance of the said Spider-Woman. And this is the first time She-Hulk and Titania grapple.
Nice.
$15. Probably my least favorite cover out of all of them. He's just a big Captain America head.
And he's not throwing his mighty shield.
So, yes, Julia Carpenter.
Okay.
All right. Already went over this. $30. Even in this condition, it's worth it. Number 9, not a key. $8. In great shape. Well, I do have to say, I think we've got at least one of these out at CGC,
Dope.
maybe two of them. So within the next, year or two, we'll get them back. That's not a dig at CGC. I know they're understaffed and they're very busy.
Yes.
Go get a job there, guys. They're hiring. Help get my comics back.
And giving like pretty decent sign-on bonuses.
Yeah. Issue number 10. $8. That's a really great cover.
Oh yeah. I see why it's Brian's favorite. Sorry.
Issue number 11. $8. And all of these non-key books, they're in really good shape. I think they're all at least 8s. Most of them are 9s.
Yeah. And they have this other good cover.
Last issue, issue number 12, $15. Excellent shape. I had that at a 9.
Give me 10 and 8, please. John, was that you claiming 10?
Right.
Okay, got it, John.
Yeah, this one's exciting.
X-Men Annual number 14. First-ish appearance of Gambit.
Yeah, this is one of the more disputed first appearances because this technically came out first, but it wasn't supposed to before. It wasn't supposed to come out before 266. It's a weird, confusing little thing, but it's cool.
Yep, we got this one at an 8 for $60.
And it makes trying to read this story really hard because they've never reprinted it in trade, and the rest of the issues are like $3, but this one is 16.
Right. Tales of Suspense number 53, second appearance of Black Widow, $45.
Nice.
Can't wait for that movie.
I know. We in the theater?
I don't know. We can talk about it.
Should be pretty cheap. Right. Shouldn't have to say anything about this. It's graded at an 8, $70.
First White Vision, which is very cool.
Yeah.
All right.
No, thank you.
Avengers number 11. First crossover with Spider-Man.
Ooh, very cool.
The second appearance of Kang, the
Damn,
Conqueror.
it's a really good book.
Did you say Tang?
Tang,
No, Kang.
Tang, the Thirst Conqueror.
I'm just gonna.
I don't know, I like that one.
Graded at a 3 for $55. It's in rough shape, but it is key-tastic.
Brian just left in the middle of the show.
I would too if I could.
Same.
All right. Marvel Premiere number 48. Second appearance of Scott Lang as Ant-Man.
Chat's
very
blowing
cool.
up. Chat liked that joke.
And lastly, over here, we got Shade the Changing Man. You've been doing a lot of work. I wanted to do something.
Coming in right at the last minute.
Yeah. Shade the Changing Man, number 1 and an 8 for 30. First appearance of Shade the Changing Man. And just great stuff. Would eventually lead to one of the early Vertigo titles, which is one of my favorites, which is Peter Milligan's Shade the Changing Man. And just good stuff. Did we still have that one book we wanted to...
Oh, we do still have that one book.
Is there a secret book?
There is a
There
secret
is a
book.
Secret
book.
Wars?
Yes.
I actually forgot about that secret book. Thank you for reminding me. That's what happens when you put them face down.
Yeah.
X-Men number 1.
No.
No. $20,000 if you want one, though.
Yeah.
We got it. Teen Titans, New Teen Titans number 2. First appearance of Deathstroke.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's graded at a 7. I tell you, the only reason it's at a 7 and not a 9 is because there's a little chunk of the corner missing right there. Right, you may not even be able to see it. $100. Other than that little thing, it's in excellent shape.
Yeah, when I saw this, I was very excited. It's a great, classic, iconic book. And arguably the most important issue of Wolfman and Perez's run.
All I hear is Rose typing away.
It's my resume.
Like she's writing the great American novel.
It's my resume.
Furiously tippity tapping.
I'm out. We were quiet, then we got a little louder. I'm going to jump to our previous screens for a bit. For anybody who came in late. There's some weird stuff. Just some weird stuff on that panel.
What?
And about on your head. But you know.
The Roadrunner?
Dolphin Superman.
Yeah. We got a Dolphin Superman. We got blonde Superman throwing regular Superman through a telephone pole.
Yeah, can I have Duck Destroyer?
Yeah.
Destroyer Duck. Do you know the Destroyer Duck story?
Yes.
Okay. Well, not repeat.
What's the issue with the second Mr. Freeze?
The second Mr. Freeze, it is hanging on. The cover is hanging on by a thread. Like the top staple is connected there. That's the only parts of the spine that is connected. If it was more intact, I probably would have put this at a 5, because the rest of it's got the regular wear and tear of a book that's 70 years old. But just that, man. $20.
20. Okay.
And somebody did color over the 12 cents, but that's it wasn't colored in.
What's over here besides
Eric chugging.
water?
Sorry, I didn't realize you were referring to this one. I have to keep my water in a different place with our new setup, so. We've got Captain Marvel, we got some World's Finest, we got some Superboys, some Justice League, some Supermans, a bunch of X-Men's, and Adventure Comics.
Also, let us know. We have the mic in a different spot than we used to, so let us know how the sound has been.
Yes.
Hopefully it's crisper and clearer. Or not worse, at the very least.
All we hope for is not worse.
Yeah.
Just
Agreed.
generally.
Not worse?
Sure. Sure. Oh, sound is great.
Oh, that's good.
Thank you, Ashby. Next piano. Thors, Jijos,
Not just some Thors, but some Time Thors.
Time Thor. Yes. And then some gold keys. And then Hank and Dan.
Mm-hmm.
Hank and Don. Oh, you were trolling.
I prefer Hank and Dean.
Hank and who?
Hank and Dean, the Venture Brothers. Mm-hmm. Well, they're doing a movie.
But now it's like it's over.
It's
I
not
want another
over.
season 3 years from now.
It's not over. They're doing a movie, and then doing another movie in 10 years.
Second Mr. Freeze, please.
There we go.
Thank you.
That would be an excellent one just to frame, because you get that great cover seal it up, try to keep that staple intact.
Interesting books today.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
Interesting books.
It's a hodgepodge.
It's Haji and Podgy. Yeah.
Definitely had more DC than we normally have.
Yeah, which is nice.
I do think that some of these more key books that we have tonight, I think a lot of our regular viewers already have copies.
Yeah, though I think the Deathstroke will probably go quick Saturday.
Indeed.
But yeah, I've seen some of those comments of people like, oh wait, no, I have it. Oh,
Yeah,
oh, I have
yeah.
it.
That's cool. We'll sell it on Saturday.
They know their books.
Or we'll put them in the case where our in-store customers that don't watch our show can check them out.
Why
Indeed.
would anybody not watch our show?
I don't know. Ask everyone that isn't the 3 people watching.
7.
7. Sorry,
Thank
I can't
you.
see from here.
7. 7 loyal customers.
So ask everybody that's not there.
Yep.
That's fair. I don't know. We might be done.
I think so.
Are we done?
I would say so.
Read Many Deaths of Layla Starr.
And Static. Also read Static.
And Static.
And I really like Supergirl. I think that's going to be a fun story. The artwork's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
The hardcover for the latest DC Deceased came out today. So that's going to be cool. I mean, it's been in issue form, but
mhm.
I read them as collected editions, so I'm excited for it
Nice.
because they're fun.
I hope you enjoy it.
I
when
hope
you
I
get
do
to it.
too. Yeah.
That's it. It's just a regular Wednesday.
Yep.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah. See you Saturday. Some of you maybe.
Check. Yeah. Come back Saturday. We'll be here.
Saturday Comic Fun. McCoy's Comics.